we have some firsthand experience on this next story, do we not, Tori?
It's stressing me out even just thinking about it.
I know. So let's dive in, shall we? If you were able to score tickets to Taylor Swift yesterday, consider yourself very lucky. I'm going to rephrase that. Consider yourself someone with resources.
Amen.
And time on your hands.
Amen.
It was impossible. Millions of people were unable to purchase tickets on Ticketmaster despite having a pre-sale code that was sent to them the night before. Ticketmaster issued a statement that seemed to blame the glitch on Taylor's popularity, calling the demand for tickets, quote, unprecedented. It said its website was not down, but one fan wasn't buying it and quoted Taylor's song Antihero, writing, "It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me," over the company's logo.
Way to read that with no swag. Wow. Like a computer read it.
Okay. Another fan compared the process of getting Taylor Swift tickets to the Hunger Games. Tori, you and I and Kelly Schuberth were in it
to win it. And we had my husband had the pre-sale code. He set up right at 10. We were in it a second. And once you got in, it was a bar, as Mark saw your husband, and it said 2,000K or 2K plus. And you just sat for hours watching that bar, not really move. You're sort of going into and it became like, I told you guys in the break a bit, it became like unfun. It became like, and then I saw the ticket prices were like, it became a little too much a bit, and I kind of was like, don't worry about it.
Most people did not get tickets. My husband did, because my husband loves a challenge. Now, first of all, my husband does work on a computer, so he has that resource, that benefit that some people don't. Some people are out and about doing their jobs. They're in school. They're doing things. They can't work on a computer and then constantly just look in the corner what's happening with the Taylor Swift tickets. So I'll tell you, he was on from like 9:30 in the morning. First of all, to Tori's point, this is insane. You had to pre-register to be a verified fan. So 3 weeks before you even got that code, you had to prove that you were some sort of a fan, fill out all this paperwork. We both did.
Paperwork?
Yes.
You had to prove. You have to prove that you're worthy of the pre-sale code.
Then you finally get that pre-sale code that not everybody got.
Not everybody got.
A lottery system? I don't know. Then finally you go on there, and my poor husband, like every few hours, and he was doing this for our daughter Sophie, who's a huge T-Swift fan, every few hours he was like, yes, my little, I'm inching closer and closer, and then it would refresh back to the 2,000 plus people, and then it would do it again back to, but finally at around like 6 o'clock, he didn't get to eat lunch, eat dinner. He got us 3 tickets, and we're probably going to end up, I hate to be honest, but selling them, because he was so pressured in the moment to just buy what 3 available tickets were. Way too expensive, can't afford it, so he's going to probably end up having to sell them anyways.
And it's taken to the
How is this fair?
It's not fair. It's not fair to the fans, but it's also not fair to the artists, because you have to consider why all of these hoops are necessary. Of course, Taylor Swift, who has one of the most loyal fan bases of any artist ever, wants her fans to be able to purchase the tickets to see her. So I'm not even mad at the pre-sale qualifications of being like, hey, yes, I'm actually a Swiftie. I'm invested in this artist. And the reason why is because historically, there have been so many people buying up all the tickets and reselling them for much higher prices, and the real fans aren't able to attend.
But they're still doing it though, Erica. They're still doing it.
I feel like we can do the rest of this on the phone.
Yeah, but this is still a way to combat like getting all of those tickets like that. But that being said, it's not great for the artists either, because this is a part of the experience. It's a part of the customer service. So when Tori says, as a Swiftie, you know, it became unfun, the artist doesn't like that either. They don't want that. So I think ultimately AOC was talking about how Ticketmaster is a monopoly, and now there's apparently collusion, I don't know if that's the right word, between Ticketmaster and Live Nation. Right. So apparently we need more competition or another way of doing this, because it's not great for anyone.
No, it's not.
Ticketmaster, you were the master of all of us. It was wrong. Wrong!
Okay, so speaking of music, the Grammy nominations are out, and Beyonce is leading the way. Queen Bee picked up 9 nominations, bringing her total to 88, the same number, by the way, as her husband Jay-Z. They are also the most nominated artists of all time. Beyonce will also take on Adele in a rematch for Album of the Year. Adele won back in 2017, but thanked Beyonce during her speech. As for some surprises, ABBA picked up 2 nominations in major categories, including Album of the Year. Mary J. Blige also scored 6 nominations, but nobody at the Grammys was talking about Bruno. No, Lin-Manuel Miranda got shut out for Encanto, which is so bananas to me because that was like the hit song. And controversial artists Kanye West and Morgan Wallen did not get nominated for any awards. Did the Grammys get it right, Al?
Except for Encanto.
You agree with me?
I agreed, just because not only it was an incredible song and a great movie, but it also became a hashtag, it became a meme, it became,
pop culture
people
language.
fill in that sentence like, we're not going to talk about that, we're not talking about Bruno. It's like, it's a thing. I was just surprised because it like really hit our culture hard, so, and especially as famous as he is and how much great stuff Lin-Manuel Miranda has provided us in terms of entertainment. I was shocked by that. So I thought the more interesting thing was like the no nominations for Morgan or Kanye. I mean, how would you guys feel if they were nominated?
I think we're all over that situation. I don't think that that's really the big story. And I do think that the Grammys are significant. Actually, all award shows are significant because ultimately we're celebrating the people who have really done extraordinary things in their fields. I mean, it would be the same if we had like our individual offices had, like, hey, I just want to acknowledge that this person really went above and beyond. I do want to give a special shout out to R&B singer, songwriter, and performer Dixon. Dixon has been nominated along with Beyonce. He co-wrote and produced. They have an Oscar nomination and also a Grammy. I just had him on my podcast.
Oh, what?
So,
Erica.
yeah, and he is incredible. So I'm really excited for him. I love a big comeback story, and this really was one of the biggest comeback stories.
I love it. Yes, Dixon. Okay, so Mariah Carey has been blocked from becoming the one and only Queen of Christmas. Mariah is known for her over-the-top enthusiasm for the holiday and applied to trademark the title Queen of Christmas last year, but her application denied. Turns out there's another Queen of Christmas in town. Songwriter Elizabeth Chan says that she also uses that title on her website and called Mariah's efforts a case of trademark bullying. Hey, if she got to it first, what are you going to do? That's the nature of capitalism.
I would offer Mariah, I'd be like,
I would think that
this could be yours for this price.
Yeah, can I be honest? They just have to strike a deal. I mean, how much is it worth to Mariah? And it's worth a lot, and Mariah has a lot. I would think that this would come to some sort of agreement. But I also think, I don't know, does Queen of Christmas fighting over it, take away the Christmas spirit of it all?
No.
That's a good question, actually.
Here's the thing, though. I love Mariah.
I know you do.
We don't have to say that Mariah is the Queen of Christmas. I think we understand it. But getting a trademark, y'all, is really hardcore business.
Yeah. Taylor did it.
If this woman went through all the rigmarole of getting that trademark, then that means something significant to her. And I don't know if it's even a monetization thing. So I want to respect her for that. But I don't think we need a trademark to know
I've trademarked a couple things. It's a monetization thing, absolutely. And also, is it weird to you guys that somebody we've not really heard of has labeled themselves the Queen of Christmas?
Well, she's right. If she gets there first.
I guess, but I just think that's so weird because I know Taylor, she trademarked a year, I believe.
She did 1989.
Right, so I don't get that. So what, I can't say 1989 on TV?
It's got a little C to it.
Well, you can't produce
so she just gets the whole
She can brand it. She gets the whole year to brand.
Well, no, she could say, it could be like it's 1989 specifically for mugs, graphic tees, things like that.
So just specifically that whole, that's hers.
You can't have a comedy tour called Al Jackson, the 1989 tour.
Well, it depends. If she didn't brand live events or she didn't trademark live events, then yes, Al could come in and say, I'm taking 1989 specifically for live events. There's a lot, and you got to pay for each one.
Wow.
Well, we know it with our candles. We had to pay for each drip because we have pre-dripped candles. So
how hard was it, Sam, to get a patent?
My husband did most of it. It was very difficult. A patent and a trademark are two different things.
Right.
But yeah, you have to patent the process and then trademark the design. It depends on which arm of your business it is.
I've gotten 2 trademarks recently, and it's interesting because not only do they look at just what you're saying, but if it's the derivative of something else.
Right.
So if it's like actually, they'd be like, well, is it like this? Maybe like CVS had a slogan 5 years ago and they trademarked that. So it's really interesting. It's not just the actual phrase, but it's like, could somebody interpret that this phrase is associated with this other company?
I see.
It's an interesting thing. So I should have trademarked 1989. I missed the boat.